السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Welcome to Islam step by step, and with the fifth pillar of Al-Iman, the belief in Al-Yawm Al-Akhir, the last day. The last day, or the day of resurrection, or the day of Al-Qiyamah. And many names that are mentioned in the Quran with regards to the last day, the hereafter, the day of resurrection. It's the most important day in each and everyone's life. It's the last day. It's called the last day because this is the last day where after this world, after this life that we live in, the last day, which is the hereafter, people will either go to Jannah, paradise, or the hellfire, wal-'iyadhu billah, and this is the everlasting life. This last day, the day of Al-Qiyamah, the day of resurrection, its length is 50,000 years long. This is the day when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge among the human beings. There is no dispute. There is nothing whatsoever will escape on that day. Every single person will be present, and the people will be present with their actions. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most just, and He is the most merciful. The justice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be very clear on that day, that no one will be punished unless it's with the perfect justice of Allah. Nobody will be dealt with injustices whatsoever. And the justice of Allah, nothing is the like of it. As we talked about, this is one of the attributes of Allah. لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ. Nothing is the like of Allah. So whatever comes in one's perception, in one's mind, in one's intellect, when it comes to the justice, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's justice is beyond all of this. He's the most perfect in His names and attributes. Nobody will be dealt with any injustice whatsoever. Also, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be manifested clearly on the day of resurrection. But that is for the believers. And that's how they enter the Jannah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 99 parts are out of 100 parts of mercy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created. One part of it is the mercy that people see and witness in this life. That we have part of it in each and every one of us. To the extent of which, that when the animal would lift its foot so that it doesn't hurt its offspring, this is part of that one part of mercy, and 99 parts of mercy have been kept for the believers in the day of judgment. So this is a day when people will see and witness the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like nothing before. Nobody also can comprehend the extent and the magnitude of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's the mercy of Allah and the justice of Allah. People, those who are thrown into the hellfire, by the justice of Allah, and those who will enter the Jannah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by the mercy of Allah. This is one of the pillars of Al-Iman, one of the pillars of faith. The second most important, if it's correct to say that, after the belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the 6 pillars of Al-Iman, of course. And the reason why we say that, because it's always in many verses in the Quran, it's always mentioned with the belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those who believe in Allah and the last day. The belief in the last day is something that would make the person definitely a totally different person than someone does not believe in it, or not even aware of it. It makes a person righteous, makes a person with his intellect and reason would make a decision now how it's going to affect him in the hereafter. The belief in the last day, which is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, for people, those who are oppressors, to see the effect of their evil doing, and for those who are oppressed, for them to be treated with the justice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran that even the beasts will be resurrected and will be gathered in the day of judgment. وَإِذَا الْوُحُوشُ حُشِرَتْ. And the Prophet ﷺ explained the wisdom behind this, that even the injustices that happened in the animal life, in the animal world, it's not going to be left like this, escaped, without being brought to the justice of Allah. And that's why they will be resurrected. And the Prophet ﷺ said, in the meanings of which, that everyone will take revenge, will receive the justice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even the 2 goats or the 2 sheep, when one is horned and one is hornless. The one that is hornless will take revenge from the one that is horned, because it got affected and wounded by the one that was horned. So this is the extent of the justice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If this is the case for the animals, and then they will be ordered to become dust. And this is where the disbelievers would wish that they were dust like the animals, because the human beings, they're created to live forever. They're not going to be changed to dust. They would never die. They're either going to be among the people of Jannah or the hellfire. So this is a serious matter. This is a belief that shows its effect in our speech and actions, in everything in our life. Anything that we say, anything that we do, any state that we are in, we will see the effect of it in the hereafter. And this is basically shapes the life of the believer, to believe in Allah, to believe in the last day in general, and in the details that are mentioned in the Quran and in the authentic Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.